it was an explosive inferno, starting with that insane pistol that you're seeing on your screen right now from Zephyr. But try as Chaos might, they may have improved what we saw from them earlier on Inferno, but going up against Furia, it was just too tough. And Henny was straight styling on them like an absolute boss. Going into the second map of Nuke, Chaos are going to have to bring more than what we just saw in order to try and take us to a third. And guys, just starting with this, we can talk about how good certain players are on Furia, but Henny was a standout man this time around.
Yeah, no, I think he definitely did his part of the heavy lifting to make sure that Fury was, not necessarily dropping far behind and everything. Only a Furia player to actually be successful just overall in his opening duels throughout that game. Art, obviously, pretty volatile playstyle, so he's going to be, pretty 50-50 in that regard. But yeah. Henny was kind of like the catalyst for a lot of good things that happened for Furia this game.
And this is what you see with a team like this, right? It's so hard to play against them over and over again. And, well, you got something to show us once again here, Potter. So let's get straight into this one, because when we're looking at everything that Furia can do, right, they are more than just popping heads. They have a little bit more to offer than what we give them credit for sometimes.
Yeah, definitely so. And in this round in particular, I wanted to showcase Chaos doing everything right, but still ending up losing the round. And that's just how it goes sometimes. If you take a look here, Vanity, he's throwing the utility towards the B, and he even throws a smoke to extinguish the Molotov coming from Art. And that should posture to Art, and it should let him know, hey, there's some attackers coming your way. But Art, he doesn't care. He's actually going to end up pushing through this smoke, which puts a spanner in the works for Chaos. But either way, they still do a great job. Jonji makes it through the boiler, gets a pick off of Yuri, and all of Chaos, after conditioning and doing all the right moves, make it into the site here. But if we take a look at Henny's point of view, he's going to get some insane shots off with his AWP, and he's able to just single-handedly hold down the A bomb site all on his lonesome. So once again, man, Chaos, they had a good look on their T side. They had most of their bases covered. They just didn't have Henny covered.
No, it's very hard to make sure you've got Henny cover, right? It's not an easy thing to deal with at all, especially when he hit that shot to Jonji. That was more than impressive. But looking at what we saw in Inferno, yes, it was better from Chaos. Going into Nuke, though, this is Furia's pick. This is Furia's stomping ground. We saw last time around how much Art, even on the T side, was just sneaking around the back of the ladder and just causing an issue for everyone.
Yeah, no, I feel like this was Chaos' big opportunity here on Inferno to really make sure they had a shot at getting it into a third map. Now we're going into home ground for Furia, and while they're not necessarily uncomfortable on Inferno, this is going to be something where there's more opportunities for someone like Art, for instance, to actually work these aggressive moves. There's more avenues and whatnot. So I'm a little bit worried here for Steel & Co.
Yeah, same as I am, mate. Let's get it into a break real quick, though, because that game is just around the corner. We could be looking at a 2-0, but we'll be finding out after the break.
Counter-Strike lovers rejoice. We've got a second map coming at you, and it's going to start soon. We take the train to Nuke. Launders, that's what's coming up next. And I don't think that this map in particular will bode well for Chaos. I have to be honest. When you combine that flavor and speed of aggression that Furia so consistently throw across no matter what map they play, I think that Nuke is going to become a head scratcher for Chaos. All of a sudden, Art's going to be back behind them, upside down, in their spawn, who knows where. It's going to be a tough one for them to hang on to, and Furia start off on that T side. So understandable odds here from Betway. Let's just hope for Chaos's sake they can make that reverse sweep happen. It's the most exciting outcome, I would say. So buckle in, folks. Map 2 begins now.
Yeah, and as we all know, the demo is never worth watching with these guys. So yeah, they just got to win it now. They just got to figure it out on the spot. That Hut Molly not working out too well. Vanity very calm in that situation. Stays up, perch jump on the hut with the help of a smoke. They might know it though because of the smoke. The second one.
Whoop, Vanity still good for damage. We had another player over towards the T roof trying to throw the flashbangs through. Art Manages to join forces down here on this site. Henny, low health voltage, nearly stopping the planter, but if he extends his head too far, it could be cut off. Art lining him up, trying to knock them both down, but it's still surviving. 1 versus 3 at hand, and he gets the first kill. Decides not to drop down onto the bomb site just yet, sees the Hut player peek, knows that Henny is just behind the silo, so he's got them figured out. He just needs to land the kills, and that's too much to ask. FURIA taking pistol here on Nuke.
Oh, they stayed so coordinated, and Henny realized once he made a step, he knew exactly how to play that psychologically, and it just conjoined perfectly with Caserado coming out of Hut at the same time. Nicely done there by FURIA in the 2v1. You want to catch Steel in transition between being comfortable in heaven to getting a 1v1 to falling down on the site, not leaving him hanging in Hut there trying to 1v1. So yeah, super well done by FURIA. And the remolly. Nice touch, huh?
Very nice. Wow.
Yo.
Very, very nice. Steel through the smoke. Hits the Juan D. Now he's looking for another one just on the cusp of it. Art inside, and he's going to get pressured, actually. This could be huge. If Chaos can take back momentum with the pistol round, then that's going to limit the success that FURIA are meant to get off of winning the very first round. 4 versus 2. Bomb still under their control. Henny's the only player, though, for FURIA who still has full health. And he's also got those grenades.
Yeah, I'd give him that AK, honestly. Yuri much more of a liability in this situation. And he's also got the bomb, which he probably should have. A little swapperino. They sit away patiently because Chaos time to spread out doesn't necessarily work in the favor of FURIA. But then, of course, it's a 2v4. There's only so many ways to gain advantages. Nice repositionings. Using this time wisely to get into better spots in A. Vent is open, though. This mini's not being watched. I think the only lower side player is a rotator. Ooh. And the first kill comes out.
Yep. Steel doing a good job of at least softening up Henny. You know, that was the full HP bar that Chaos really had to be concerned with. Now, Vanity down on this B site, he just has to lock it off. He is very much alone. Hits the first and the second. Nicely done by Vanity. Chaos, they follow suit. It all starts with Steel railing a player through the smoke with the Deeg.
Mm-hmm.
And then it all goes better from there.
And someone else got really tagged up early. It might have been Yuri. Also got tagged up in Squeaky. It felt like maybe it was a scout shot. It could have been a scout from Mini into Squeaky. That old trick. But either way, FURIA now back on pistols. They buy up as they almost always do. Art takes some damage inside of Squeaky, trying to get out into his lurky position. And yeah, the name of the game is Cause Chaos. On Chaos.
Whoa, Steel catching the bomb carrier of all things and cutting down Yuri with the few bullets he still had left. Vinny trying to sprint over as quick as he can, almost caught by Zeppa, who just got blasted away. Listen, Chaos, be cautious, seeing as they're just susceptible to losing to these guns.
Did they see the bomb?
What would you like to say?
Because Art died in the smoke and the bomb dropped vent. Did anyone go vent?
No. Maybe it popped up on radar. I'm not sure what the formula is, honestly.
That's a good question.
I don't have all the answers.
Yeah. Where is our lower player right now? Okay. Oh, yeah. It's a cute angle right there. It's a cute and a cute angle.
Took the words out of my mouth.
It's an obtuse description of an angle, but how cute it is.
John just deciding to continue the spam. That creates enough time for Caserado to creep out. Unbelievable. They still have to go back and get the bomb, and they've got 20 seconds. This is giving time for Vanity to actually get up towards heaven. But I feel like with Vanity's hesitation, he really doesn't know whether that bomb was downstairs. He is literally just waiting for the bomb plant to make his move. Doesn't want to give up the audio cue. How does he get back into this? No flashbang to try and peek off of. He's just going to have to whip both these shots, and he's going to have to make it clean. They've seen him, and now He's just going to have to call it quits. They've done it. FURIA, because Jonji started spamming smoke through the squeaky door, KS Dorado just swings wide and gets them right back in control of the situation.
Yeah, true.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's a good point. Yeah, he asked for that basically, and that's what's going to happen. It's like there's tons of spams, tons of nades back and forth, but there's always somebody on FURIA waiting for any opportunity basically to rush you. KS Dorado was that man this time around. And a very nice second kill to the top of HUD as well. Just good pathing to just clear that hard. I mean, Steel had a chance there, but KS Dorado preemptively looked up. Just thought that someone might be top HUD.
In the replay, too, you see he used like 2 or 3 shots on Jonji, and then the bullets he used to transition onto the HUT spray, well, you could hear that metallic click of a near-empty magazine. So he was working with limited shots as well. Very good job by him to get the first kill with the clean headshot. There's a world where the HUT player actually trades him, and then it doesn't go so well. Calculated and successful yet again. Opening up towards the squeaky door, Vanity. That one M4 already with a couple of kills. Jonji's Deagle lends a helping hand, and this back and forth start could be a show of what's to come. No round is safe, no matter what. Henny even dies to Jonji. Now Vinny has to clutch this 1v3. He plants the bomb, comes off of the plant, looks for Vanity first and foremost, but he loses 89 HP. Vinny, knowing that players are in front, tries to cut them back, but that's not going to happen. Chaos tying it yet again. Back and forth we go.
Definitely. Yeah, Jonji, good kills outside. I like the way that Henny played that. It's just that I think he crouch walked through the smoke when he didn't want to make a step. That smoke lands a little bit behind him. He maybe at least has the advantage on the hold. And then he has a smoke to block him off from anybody that wants to come through. Would have put him in a tricky spot, but he would net a kill off of it. And then it doesn't have to worry about getting flanked while he holds the angle, which I think is the most important part. So I wasn't expecting a fight just then, but put himself in a pretty interesting position. But yeah, back and forth we go. The pendulum swings. Chaos win the round now, and FURIA buy up again.
Wow, Jonji just eating utility. Zeppa as well, completely flustered out of his HUT position. The speed of that utility, honestly,
Art died?
shakes me to the core. Apparently.
I didn't see that. Wow. Okay, yeah,
That
he was
happened.
trying to get out. He was trying to get out Squeaky.
Well, in the mix of it all, here comes Vinny out from ramp. He's got 3 players to deal with, single-handedly takes down 2, and we have FURIA back with a man advantage.
Not again.
This, it's like you couldn't write this.
You seriously can't. And you certainly can't prepare for it.
No. This is reality TV, folks. It's not scripted, I swear. Zeppa and Jonji could very well pinch into this bomb site. It's going to come down to timing the door swings. Zeppa may be looking to find eyes into the bomb site. I love the double up here from the T's. That Molotov's actually going to fluster both of them, but Jonji dies in the meantime, so Zeppa has everything to do, finds the first player, and he just can't manage all of the T's ahead of him. So FURIA continuing the trend, back and forth and back and forth and back again. What's next?
They don't know. We don't know. I'm going to remember forever the line that Art said in his post-game interview after beating Team Liquid, and that was that their playstyle is because we don't like to play their game. We want them to play our game, and we will bring them into the mud with us. I'll never forget that. I think that just legitimizes every bit of decision-making that they have, all of their crazy moves. And I think it's so cool. And it's just seriously the most fun thing ever to watch.
Jonji!
Oh no, rocking a hard place. Hard place with hot coals.
Burnt alive. Unfortunate for Jonji. Unfortunate for Chaos. Looks like the trend will not continue. FURIA finally doubling up rounds here. They use the outer flex. It looked for a moment like Jonji had just tucked into the secret corner fast enough, but clearly they had seen him with how thorough they were with the Molotovs, the wallbangs even trying to fluster him and get him out.
Yeah, what was that? He was on the box, but wasn't he safe? Or did it start,
It must have
did it
spread.
expand upon, yeah, okay. I thought he wasn't taking damage for a second, but yeah. Tough spot. Now side control works out well. FURIA end up winning this back and forth. It's win-loss until this point. I believe, and now FURIA just actually take the 2-round lead for the first time in the game. And they do it on the T side. Very hard here. There's actually going to be another round now where they get a free B. It's 5v2, and that's obviously the value, especially in the first rounds, where the loss bonus never builds up for either team. That it's still like the old meta in a sense, where the team that loses has a big benefit to trying to force up, even with worse guns, just try to steal it back because they can get 2 for free. One of the only situations remaining where that's possible.
Art about to have a field day on this bomb site. He's trying to get them to react here with his utility. Steel swoops into the vent. Little act of acrobatics. You know Steel better than anyone else. Does he have any gymnastics in his past? Was he a sportsman?
Well, he can put his legs behind his head.
How do you know that? Why do you know that?
It's an easy Google image search from his stream. I don't know. He's got like no bones or something, so he can just like put his legs behind his head. It's really weird.
Safe for work, right?
It is safe for work. You do see a little outline, but I won't get into details.
There goes Art finally unleashing himself. Steel ready to shank someone in the back if needed. He's going to creep up. Oh my God, Vanity and Zeppa, just with the vanilla pistols, have managed to make this happen. Now listen, Jonji's on a quarter health, but both these CTs side by side, it's still unfavorable, most certainly unfavorable situation, but the time's sort of working with them. Jonji's going to hear some more footsteps. Steel manages another dink, but down he goes. Oh, Jonji's got to get his hands on the AK. He's just got to stretch, and he gets it, but they go down to B. They circumvent the threat. Now, they realize, of course, that they have given him a gun, but as long as somebody holds vents, he's dead. He drops right into his demise. Awesome decision-making by Yuri there to just make sure he holds that.
Remember a world where a hut window could have changed the face of that match, or that round. But I think, honestly, removing the hut window, one of the most contentious changes, but one of the smartest things that we've seen change that nobody asked for, honestly. It's made Nuke such a good map. And I say that begrudgingly because there's a nice little skill jump into the window that I loved, and just like the meta of peeking it was fun, but it's definitely a better map without it. Nobody on FURIA had over 50% headshots in the first map. Yeah, and you can see why. The running and gunning, the jumping and gunning. There's just no time to aim. It's not a single normal kill that happens in this game. But yeah, another
movement inaccuracy, not something that FURIA struggle with.
Yeah. As long as the bullets come out, they're happy. Doesn't really matter where they go, especially if they're all within shotgun distance of you.
Yeah, you know what? It's kind of curious, right? With the amount of spraying, sometimes we see FURIA C. It's not just the headshot percentage that I think would be lower. I wouldn't be shocked if just all of FURIA's accuracy in general was quite low. But here we go. Already unloading on the A bomb site. The noob tube is not going to be enough. 5 versus 3, straight out the gate. We're at that minute 30 mark, and there's already 2 dead CTs. Bombs planted on top of it. So this is a 6th for FURIA, a T side that's going to start running rampant.
We didn't even end the last round. What the hell just happened? Vinny ran out hut. That's it. I mean, I don't even know, man. I'd be so tilted. He just padded out hut, and they were trying to get into their same comfortable positions. It's just that Chaos were a little bit more worried about dealing with Squeaky than Hut for just a moment. And Vinny just drives his Impala right out of the hut, shoots them both.
Doesn't style. Cruising around town.
Yeah, Tommy gun.
Man, they're so thorough. Flashing into the depths of CT spawn, trying to figure out where Chaos have got off to. But Vanity...
That was the other...
Oh, he's going to get checked.
Oh. That was the other cool thing, too. In Inferno, Art threw a lot of flash assists on top of making a lot of entries.
Yes.
Here's another flash assist by Art for the entry as well. Supporting, entrying.
Doing it all.
Yeah. It's a Brazilian Johnny Sins.
Vanity says at the end there, he wasn't even at his PC. F you, Henny.
Okay, so the computer wasn't broken, but he physically wasn't present.
Yeah, exactly.
So fair game, fair game.
I respect a player who takes a bathroom break without even calling a pause.
Yeah. He doesn't want to waste Furia's time. Okay, clearly they have somewhere to be.
Yeah. Well, listen, Furia is not wasting time either. The pace of some of these rounds has been unreal. But this one's kind of slowed down a bit. Art still facing towards ramp. Very confident to take these aim duels versus a clearly limited Chaos, who have at times, I don't know what that was, have at times, even with just USPs, really impressed me. Like, you know, we kind of praise Chaos for at least always having a strategy on the rounds where they have nothing to work with. You know, Steel is a true believer that you have to have a strat for every sort of round, no matter how limited the buy. And today, not only can you see those strategies being employed, but I'd say that the aims even come with it. You know, they've made a lot with their eco rounds.
I love Hiko's quote about it specifically, where he said, if you don't have a strat for an eco, you might as well skip it. It's like, what is the actual point of playing the round? And so it's like, if you can discern that you can milk it for anything more than nothing, then you should probably put some thought into it no matter what, no matter how low your odds are. And I think that's a very, very good point.
So Vanity's going to survive this one. Gets the AK on the player who decides to push through Heisenberg. Someone just died a bomb?
Yeah, did they? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Henny.
I think so.
Look out for that.
I'm sure it was part of the plan. Because everything seems to be going their way.
Yeah, it's not an action film unless someone dies with bomb.
The craziest part is that, like, it feels like Chaos have an equal chance on a round with pistols as rifles and are down 7-2.
It's just wild to think that once upon a time we were engaged in that back and forth affair. 1-1, 2-2. And then from the 3-2, Furia have not let off. Gonna work through their smoke towards door. A second kill already added to the tally. Steel tries to swing down through smoke, but this is a slaughter. Jonji trying to soften him up before he regains vision. Vanity burned out from the heavens. Nobody can get comfortable on Chaos. Furia, the gods of discomfort. Like, Jonji's just trying to wait out smoke, dude, and bullets are flying around him.
He's like flipping through the CS textbook, like, this isn't in here anywhere.
It's because Furia learned CS in the street. That's a whole other type of Counter-Strike. This isn't your Astralis CS.
Yeah, it's definitely it's like your fanatic. You're fanatic on crack. It's cranked up a dial.
Crackmatic.
Yeah.
Come on, Vanity, fight for your life. Oh, poor guy. Does a little bit more follow-up damage. Nearly survived that one, you know? So he's racking up costs versus Furia. Maybe trying to instill a little bit of fear back the other way. But I don't see Furia afraid of anything. Look at Art. He gets a kill inside of Mini and then somehow manages to flank the secret stairs. It's so impossible to keep your eyes on Art for the entirety of a round if you're also trying to paint the picture of what the rest of the team is doing. He constantly gets away from me.
Our poor observer, level 100 here. Observing on Nuke plus Art. Oh my gosh, there it is. 2 entries into ramp, and they charge it. Just a new thing to rush every single round. Squeaky, hut, ramp, wherever. Outside, who knows? Could be the same area twice, could be a different area 3 rounds in a row, but they are coming, and they are coming fast. No one's watching the flank right here on lower site. No one's actually dropped just yet. As Steel picks Art up, which is crazy. He actually went back after entering ramp. He was the first out of ramp.
Another one of these rounds where with minimal things, Chaos still gets a 3 versus 3, but it's a 3 versus 3 in a round that's already been lost because Furia wastes no time. Even if they're wasting their lives, you know, even if they're giving away bodies, so be it. They've got their post plant and 3 dudes chilling on the B site. I mean, good luck getting Case Dorado out of this one. He's ready for any sort of peek. Denies Jonji the success he'd hoped for. And the 2 AKs between Zeppa and Steel are hoped to be held on to. Furia, 9 rounds already on this T side. And we're only 11 rounds deep.
Yeah, and you don't want to be the one guy who rotates into lower before you have to, because if you do that and they take upstairs, you have a terrible time rotating back. You can go up the vent. That's your least favorite spot, even though it's your fastest. And then going back up the ramp to heaven, the teammates are already on that, working on a big flank. That's like 11, 12 seconds that you have to get out of the site. You're probably going to make noise, control, door and window if you're not on that side already. Just a number of problems. So there, yeah, they have a completely wide open site.
Something a little less aggressive, it seems.
Yeah.
Actually, I say that. Art's managed to find himself through smokes.
Oh, Vinny died.
Into Mini. And yep, later Vinny. 5 versus 3. Finally, something for Chaos to be proud about. A double man advantage. Desperation sinks in and Furia sent packing. Finally a round that Chaos wins. And for the first time, a round where everyone survives it. It's a bit too late to hope they can get the economic situation under wraps. But hey, 9-6 is the best case.
I feel like they should be... Okay, hostage situation. An interview in 2002. Original creator... What?
That was the exclamation mark sound.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I thought you had read ahead. Joe Big revealed that Nuke was originally not supposed to be a defusal map. Imagine if this was a hostage map.
Ew.
Oh, maybe they were trying to make it like Assault.
Could be.
Maybe that's what they were going for. What if Assault was a defuse map? Assault's actually a pretty bad map, but it was really fun. But I think competitively, it was definitely had some issues. But it was really fun though, so I'm not sure how I feel about it. But anyways, we can't talk for too much because we don't know when FURIA are going to rush and where they're going to rush.
But they are going to rush.
They will, yeah.
It's coming. Whether you like it or not. That's Furia's whole shtick. Steel has had one of the roughest jobs throughout this map, man. Trying to play close on A. Constantly being bullied by the squeaky pressure. He balances on top of the door right now, just waiting for them to walk out hut. Art, naded.
Wow, and a good spam by Vanity as well. Yeah, that slows things down tremendously. There's even a moment of silence for him by these T's. The spam has ceased.
Ceasefire.
Yeah, they cut noise. They have poached outside here. Jonji, I think, is stuck inside Mini. But since he's the only person watching outside because they fortified upper, he can't be playing aggressively, be out on his own. They wait patiently for the trade now. There's still 2 on ramp. Definitely a good setup here for Chaos.
Voltage shies away from it. Vanity very quickly runs down to the B site. So, I mean, look how much more space Chaos have given Furia, and they will confidently run through it. Yuri, he pitches
you're outside.
Yeah, they're not ready for this at all. Zeppa suddenly has to turn his head back up to the heavens. He's trying to catch the shots, gets himself 2 and 3. They didn't get ready for it, but man, can they manage. Chaos holding that A site. Big tip of the hat there to Zeppa.
Yeah, nicely done. And they basically were forced to ignore him because it wasn't overstacked upstairs. Even with the 2 in ramp, since they had the man advantage, they had Jonji Mini, Zeppa upstairs, Steel still upstairs, and then... But the cool part was the Yuri flank outside with the ramp to heaven. I was wondering, how are they going to do something new this round? And they actually found a way. Thought for sure they were just going to chase Vanity down.
Looked like it.
Yeah.
Felt like it. You know, that's why Vanity does commit all the way downwards. He tries to get his recoil back under control, but there's just way too many players from Furia there to peek him. And they did a really good job of just showing him no more than the minimum. Voltage tries to come over to make sure that they can't wrap around Hell yet again. Zeppa's moved from the A site down to B. And again, he is tasked with holding a site while outnumbered. Steel trying for the wall bangs. That one doesn't work out. He is on little HP. Zeppa still trying to find something here. The first thread to pull so that hopefully the post plant unravels. But it's looking stronger and stronger. Zeppa still empty-handed. Jonji's the only player who's gotten something in the post plant, but now the time forces their hand. They have to move forward in the 3 versus 3. They have to commit to the gunfights, and Steel's flank down ramp could be enough. Maybe. Yuri, he's gonna move in, and a killer headshot to find Furia's 10th.
Disgusting 1v3. I love how you characterize it about unraveling in the post plants, and they almost got there. They pulled the string of the ball of yarn, but then they activated Yuri, just who could play for himself now to move out in the 1v3. 6 shots. I mean, second player's low, third player's crispy headshot, and now Furia are definitely in a solid position no matter what happens. 10-5 half, 11-4, they feel good. This is more than a successful half already.
Hanging on. And Art continuing along with his aggression. Jonji's position now revealed, so he's going to get mollied into the other corner. They know where he has to be, but nobody can seem to do anything about it. Nice flashbang there from Steel. He gets the assist versus Henny. Yuri's coming in to try and stop it, but he too delayed only momentarily. Jonji's turned his attention, and Yuri, so slick, so sick. 2 kills for him. He's hunting down another. Vanity's been recalled from ramp to try and post up here. There's a world where he realizes that somebody's already way too close, but what can he even do about it? He has way too much to hold on his own.
Yuri's holding right for the ramp guy to rotate in. Vanity, if he comes to clear outside, maybe he could, he'll just accidentally see Yuri. But it seems like he's being quite patient. He's actually in a pretty good spot, you know, to defend against the outside wrap. And the longer that it takes, the more he's going to entertain the thought of it. 40 seconds up. Still room here for Furia to be patient. 3v3, of course. Next kill could mean everything.
Yuri makes too much noise, and Vanity's going to capitalize on it. Ooh, but Vinny, quick execution versus Steel, keeping this one close as can be. And yet again, they're going to go for the vent drop. Now remember, last time they left a player in there to deny any further footing, but it's slightly different. K Serato's going to go ahead and plant in the back of the site. Vanity's going to run in, and he could cut off these 1v1s, get the separate duels. It helps that he gets such a swift headshot. Vinny doubling back around from Decon. He too died. A headshot from Zeppa and 1 from Vanity. Those 2 kills, clutching it out in the 2v2, getting Chaos their 5th round, and that's half the score of Furia as we switch sides. Ladies and gentlemen, I know you don't want to move a muscle, but we'll be back after the break. Welcome back, friends. 5-10, Chaos on the back foot, and it doesn't get any easier from here because they are going to have a lights out T side. Who knows if they can do it, but either way, Chaos, they're facing elimination. FURIA looking to gun for that 3-0 group stage score and secure a top 4 finish already. But here they have it. Steel already trying to charge up into the ramp room. I love that Chaos are looking to throw a bit of aggression of their own. 3v3 and things cool off.
Yeah, I mean, one of them took 100 damage Molotov running through that. Didn't even get tagged by USP, I don't think. It'll come down to the hold. Here it is, Quesarado. He loves this position. Vanity, though, he's been popping off today. He's been hitting a lot of shots. Doing as much as he can, but the double gun is too much.
Yeah, 2 guns better than 1. Vinny's Berettas. Yet again, making it happen. Has not shied away from the Berettas as of late. You know, I remember Nitro used to pick them up, but he would never get kills with them.
Yeah, that's
Vinny
true.
always seems to get 1 or 2.
Him and Get Right, they would use it, but it would never actually work.
Just really wanted it to happen, you know? But here's Vanity in his post plant. They know exactly where he is, so he's just going to have to rely on the headshots or the body shots because Henny only has 14 HP. There's no kit for FURIA in this situation, and Vanity tries to back up a bit, but bomb's still going. Henny's now on it. Remember, that's the lower HP of the 2, and perfect from Vinny. 3-piece with 2 guns.
Totally normal if he dies
rounds for FURIA.
You know, like he could have very easily died there, and that would have been totally normal. Crazy. He hits that first shot. He gets the 3 kills in the round. He does it when they're disadvantaged in the first place. Here, like Steel runs through that Molotov, commits, like loses all his health in it so they can get out ramp, and still his teammates get segregated because there's only a couple of them that are willing. I mean, a couple of them make it out. I think Zeppa in front. The trades actually go fairly well for Chaos, and they still lose.
Something just comical about the rate of fire on those Berettas. You know, sometimes Vinny, he'll like properly tap as if he's still playing USP or P250. And then there's other moments where you just see it start rattling rounds. A master with the weapon, but dead regardless this time. He peeks out from the vent and that flurry of Galils cuts him down. It's already a pretty quick rotate between Quesarado and Art. They're on this B bomb site. Looks like Chaos are just going to mull over their options. No real commitment till John G decides to run out through the smoke. Steel and Voltage trade successfully, and Vanity cuts down a player outside. So there we go. Chaos, they lose pistol, and then they follow up with a forced buy win. This is the exact same thing that happened at the start of the first half.
Yo, that's sweet. They handed Vanity the contract to go lurk. Playing it super late. Wow. Yeah, nice round there. Catch the rotator, and yeah, Vanity's 16-9 somehow. I mean, he's been able to save, I think, a lot of these rounds because he's either playing he's basically playing the other site, no matter where they go. And yeah, he's been definitely hitting shots, doing work for sure. But love that. You mean, how are you going to expect someone to be on the top of silo when we're in plant the bomb territory? So very, very nicely done. And but they do the dance of death, right? FURIA want this. They go back into it with a buy. They'll probably buy until this freaking game is over. They just won't stop till they win.
Ambitious Molotov. You get some points for effort, but not for execution. A couple frag grenades go real deep. Flashbang follows suit. Steel just tucks his head down. And you better be careful because there are more than one threat nearby. Same can be said for Vinny, but oh my god, he gets that dink with the CZ.
Scary at every turn. Looks like they're pressuring the upstairs execute. Another dink off. And
CT's connecting
low.
damage. It's going to come down to them just making sure that they put the players with the full bars back in the front line. Quesarado. This looks oddly doable, and he's going to win out versus Zeppa first and foremost. They immediately eject down to the B bomb site, pulling a page out of the FURIA book, and I don't blame them. I, too, would avoid this man at all costs.
It's an ace for Vanity. He handles every single person on the squad, and that's with his teammates. Every single one of them getting dinked. Yeah, he's got 5 kills, apparently.
Okay. Through all the chaos, it seemed like it was kind of just split amidst the team, but no, sir. Vanity doing it all.
I think he goes.
Everybody
up
else
to 20,
was just bullet sponges.
Yeah, how many kills does he have? He had 21 and 9 now. A really fantastic map so far. And I mean, that's like an anti-eco, quote unquote. But you know, we've seen FURIA win a number of those rounds in the past, and Chaos were so low on so many people. He absolutely had to go off.
I was gonna say, I'm sorry, Vanity, that I didn't notice your ace faster there, buddy. But it's just one of those rounds where like an ace slips through. So many gunfights in so many different parts of the map, but seems like all the CT deaths come through that squeaky door. I see why Elliot showed us that stat about Zeus's over shotguns. It seems like Art, a little go-to play when he's got some money to splurge.
I mean, you don't even have to have money. It's so cheap.
Whoa. Zeppa taking on the entirety of FURIA over here towards ramp. Gets 3 kills. So seems like Chaos are doing a good job in these anti-ecos, flexing the advantage and making the most of it. This is going to be their 8th round on the board, which cuts the lead down to 3. 3 T rounds in a row once they lose pistol. That's right. After they lose pistol.
After they lose pistol. Weird. Very weird. Yuri's got an AK. And, or Zeus. X27? Is this a real weapon? Do you know? Like, is this a thing?
The Zeus X27.
Well, a taser.
Well, you see, I'm no master of the personal defense weapons.
Oh, okay.
But
offense?
Yeah, a bit more. No, I don't know, man. I'm not up to par when it comes to taser technology. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not disappointed because that'd be a weird thing to know a lot about, but I am surprised because you do know a lot about weapons. Like a lot of the different bullet types and stuff like that. No, it's not this cool. 3.
Yuri's got one.
Yuri's got one. Yuri had one last round. I thought he picked up Art somehow, but okay. Yeah, he doesn't. He doesn't really care for it, I guess. Just messing up his scroll wheel switching, I guess.
Frag grenade to the top of the silo. Good chip damage.
That seemed like it should even do more damage. Where did that blow up? You could even see the nade smoke in front of it. It feels like the fast trajectory nades have such a more... They're just more cruel when it comes to their radius for the explosions.
I see what you mean.
Yeah, is that weird? I don't know. I feel like that's actually true.
Watch this nade.
Here's another one. A good one. That's a banging nade.
Chunky. Caserado on side of the smoke. Gonna cut down Steel, and it goes nearly untraded. Voltage gets one after Zep.
Oh!
Yeah,
with the quick switch and everything.
Hits him with it. Goes ahead and works around his smoke as well. He's not shying away from making sound. Yuri's spotted. Jonji's doing everything he can to try and help Voltage get back to this A site, but Henny could very well cut it all off. Voltage is going to walk unsuspectingly into this unless he goes over towards ramp. And whether he knows it or not, that is definitely the best case scenario. Get an AK while you're at it. Hey, pick up that AK.
Yeah, should upgrade. Oh, just going to grab an extra bit of utility. Should have definitely upgraded. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? His teammate's going to make noise. You guys are working downstairs. 20 seconds to go. They're going to go plant a bomb. Hard to say who's really ahead. Wow, great damage from Vinny. Oh, that was so annoying. Holy smokes.
It's going to be really tough to win this out. Molotov thrown down, and he doesn't even get a chance at firing off a weapon. So I guess the AK doesn't make a difference in the end. A 12th round for FURIA. 6 points on the lead over Chaos. This is the first CT round we've seen the Brazilians pick up since they won pistol, also by way of defuse.
If you're Voltage, you just gotta like, every time you think that you're considering that they might do something, just go ahead and throw. If you have a feeling they're gonna peek you, throw the Molotov down right away. Just swing the thing right away. Pre-fire that angle. They'll be there. We promise. FURIA
they're everywhere.
A bit more. Yeah, they are. Art's 8 and 18, and I feel like he's had so much impact on the course of the game.
Tons of grenades exchanged over towards Squeaky Door. Henny gonna try and spam through it. Art actually falls short here towards the red box. That's gonna open a route to cross towards secret stairs. They are able to get a player down into the vents really quickly though. Vinny wastes no time, but they've actually lost a lot of health here. FURIA are gonna have to be cautious. I feel like they do a really good job of staying alive when they are low HP. You know, sometimes you'll see them take these bold peaks to try and catch people by surprise. But then once they're in these positions, oh man, they get dirty. Vinny, rolling around in the smoke, takes this back to the 4v4.
Yeah, I think I 100% agree with you. As soon as you decide to slow down, and they still don't, even when they have low health, they find like lurk kills or better angles to work with. They stay up in numbers here. Yuri, top of the hut. He's not in a bad spot. Zeppa, who's going to win? Oh, Zeppa ends up doing it. That's critical.
Yep.
4-2. Caserado now also tagged down low.
Has to give it up.
One in chipping distance, and he doesn't even escape. Jonji catches them as the lurk outside. Vinny downstairs, all alone to contemplate what the hell just happened. Great round here from Chaos. They push outside. It seemed like it was going to get scary. I'm with you when Steel ends up dying to this Vinny push, because it just feels like this happens over and over again, where FURIA find the fights despite their low HP. But all that nade damage, that good opening kill, it all comes together and works out well for Chaos, and they keep 4 up.
Yeah, combines very nicely. I'm already starting to have my interest piqued here by Jonji's outdoor play. Keep an eye on him when he's working around these red boxes, because there's a couple of rounds where he's gotten crucial kills that you know, sort of shift the line of defense for FURIA. It's really difficult to make FURIA uncomfortable, whether you're trying to throw fast pace or something along those lines. But Jonji's doing a good job of disturbing them on the back line, getting their heads turned, catching players like this outdoors.
Yeah.
It's not an easy job to be playing either, so props to that. He is 14-14 at the moment, starting to climb up the scoreboard, looking to close the gap between him and Vanity. And in this round, it should be Chaos through and through. A single AK for Vinny. That's it. That's all.
Jonji alone outside. Do they know he's saving? Or wow. Okay, he gets ripped open. Vinny looking for the trade because he is got only teammates who just have a USP. He would like to try to fight more if he can. It's a big kill, but it actually pushes them directly into this ramp stack.
Yeah, Yuri's on the box. Somebody better check it. They're starting to flash their way outwards. Yuri, he's got teammates aplenty, and Vinny combines. He comes in as fast as he can. A single AK-47 is enough to make the difference. I love it. They go for the hyper-aggression, the extension outside. They fight Silo, and before the T's can transition over towards ramp, Vinny has already thrown himself into the equation. A highway robbery by FURIA. The Brazilians smack them left and right across the map, and they take their 13th round.
I'm in disbelief because this is the ramp stack, and Vinny was the one person they were trying to avoid. They actually were just going to the farthest thing away from Vinny, and Vinny met them there when they got there.
FURIA, great call.
Yeah, huge. It's insane stack. They did that with a 1 AK. 1 AK. Not even head armor, not even upgraded pistols.
Bare bones buy. And I just tried highlighting Jonji and his outdoor success as well, only for him to get gunned down. And what's beautiful too is they hit him with an unorthodox angle. They actually boosted on top of the box at the base of Silo, and then you saw Vinny jump over and take the duel. You know, of all the spots that Jonji's anticipating someone to peek in from, that is not one. It's not even top 5.
Like, it's fair to get caught off guard from that perspective. Our aggressive position, well, I say aggressive, he's just on the other side of the smoke, but still relatively depressed in terms of the amount of information he has in secret. Man above him. They look to work out of Mini. It's going to come down to Jonji's timing.
And he's really hunting for it, but Steel gets the best of him, so yeesh, Yuri. It's him from Mini that screws over Zeppa, looking to create all that space. Jonji recuperates. Now comes Vinny on the flank, hot behind Chaos. Back and forth we go. They've got a man trapped down in the vent. That's the Opper. They gun him down. They just stampede through Art, rolling him over, bulldozed on their way down to the B bomb site, where Caserado is going to meet them. Both of Chaos's players pinned in behind the Silo. They tried to jiggle peek, but they don't see it coming. FURIA caught by Steel, who extends Chaos to the double digits. Still within spitting distance of FURIA. It's only a 3-round lead.
Yeah, that's true. I thought here Jonji was going to peek a bit earlier. It seemed like Yuri was going to multi-frag if he hadn't dealt with him. Still an important position there for Jonji. A couple of shots missed by Art. He could have maybe been fine just to sit down in the vent and wait for them to drop, or just chill until his teammate could potentially get a kill, but decided to go for the latter no-scope, of course. And now FURIA, they've bought up. They bought up. They don't have amazing guns, but they have bought up.
Jonji and Vanity going to be opening up versus the guns. FURIA, remember, their economy is tanked after this buy. A 3 versus 5 that Chaos cannot afford to lose. Yuri, close on the box, wild spray down. He's not going to find anything despite his best efforts, and Steel predicts the player walking out from Secret, but must have been watching the radar at the same time, because left click didn't seem to be the button he hit.
I think Art died here, so he's going to pick up the op. It's probably going to be Heard. He is at risk of obviously getting chased down, but they're kind of far away from him. So, I mean, retaining the op is obviously going to be enormous. There's a player down here waiting for this peak. Jonji probably wide swings him a second or... Oh, instead, plays it one better. Actually baits out the scope by exposing his shoulder, but not swinging off of it. So, FURIA 13-11, but as you just pointed out, 2K to 2.8K on everyone on FURIA. They will have absolutely no economy to fall back on. Chaos doing a great job of neutralizing Art really early every round, or just in critical spots.
Yeah, I can't remember throughout DreamHack Masters Spring 2020 when have we seen Art this far down the scoreboard. Listen, it's just that one deagle. Jonji's going to try and shy away from what he probably expects to be a stack. Vinny comes in from Hut, continuing his success. Man has 23 frags, and he even gets Steel through smoke. I don't know if we play the same game as Vinny.
I don't think so, yeah. I was also
he almost gets another.
He almost just two-shot at him.
Still a success for FURIA. They get back 2 of the AKs.
It's a huge success, yeah.
Mm-hmm. It'll definitely help
with
them,
one AK.
It'll help them milk what remains of this half. If the economy is going to play against them, then all of these saved weapons truly matter.
I mean, Vinny literally won a round with just a single AK when they had USPs. I feel like Art gives him this AK. I know that would actually be weird. Economically speaking, they're kind of on the even term. Well, actually, they buy up. They buy up right now, so they don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, just a little insurance policy in the bank account. We take a timeout. To the rescue. A 13-12 lead on CT side Nuke still gives FURIA a 60.2% chance of winning in regulation.
Oh, Resgate Dos, Soldado, Ryan Esta, Quasi, Completo, Smiley Facey.
Killed it. So the odds still in their favor, but I don't know. I see Chaos with the fighting spirit. It's difficult to quantify a beast that just won't die, but that's what Chaos seems like in the moment. We come back in with another round 26 full-fledged buy.
Our ramp this time. Can't get punished outside, can't get punished in mini. Vinny. Smoke drop. It's not a great smoke. Yeah, it actually goes a bit too deep. I wonder if that's what he wanted. It seemed like almost a lineup, honestly. But that's a huge tag to take. No one watching Mini. Now Zeppa could go off of this information. Flash to the back of the site. And they're just going to go ahead and pull off this. Yeah, upstairs execute. Wow, that's it.
Nice. Zeppa, he's going to trade out Voltage, who died to the surprise attack of Art. K Serrato, last man up. But this is Chaos tying the game at 13 rounds apiece. A T side that we thought honestly had no chance in hell. Remember this, okay? Remember this. When we had Chaos come into the group, their very first match, that huge upset versus Liquid, okay? It was after they got whooped on Inferno, and they still managed to reverse sweep the series by pushing it into an overpass game where Jonji and Zeppa, the new newest pieces to this very fresh roster somehow put it all together. Now, after being down a map and 10-5 after the first half on the favored side, we are tied in the last 5 rounds of this map. And what comes up next if Chaos pull this off? Another game of Overpass. The story is writing itself, and Janji is writing them off. 2 headshots outdoors. It's just versus the anti-eco, but let it be a sign of his form. He is killing them every time he walks out here.
Henny and Art have basically checked out this match compared to Inferno, where they were basically the stars of the show, kind of in tandem. Don't know if I honestly don't even know where Henny's playing this game, or this half on the CT side. Not really seeing him be a part of this.
Let's take a moment now, too, as well, to, I would argue, appreciate Vanity, who on an individual level is stepping up like mad right now. It's him and Janji at the top of the scoreboard, 27, 22 kills apiece. But I want to raise the point that Potter brought up before this game even got started, and that's that she's been recently watching the Chaos comm videos, which are some great content, by the way. And it seems like Vanity, right, for all the praise that Steel gets for shaping this team, it seems like Vanity's kind of his right-hand man. And with the interviews that we've gotten before these matches go live, I think Vanity has just a really good approach to Counter-Strike. You know, he said if they had any chance to beat MIBR, it takes 2 days of 6 hours of DDDM. And I don't know, it's just like he has that winner's mentality. He has the effort and he has the workload on his shoulders right now, stepping up when they face elimination.
He did lose, though.
That's very true.
The 12, buddy. At least he got the 12 hours of DM. That seems to be paying off now. You do it at some point, and then it comes in later, residually.
Wild.
And
Chaos. They take their 14th. Within 1 to secure OT.
And they did have also Janji in the Liquid match was one of the focal points of Overpass specifically.
Big time.
Yeah, so it doesn't seem like he is always at the top. It's actually, you know, it's usually Zeppa, but he's doing just enough. Steel's up there doing just enough. It's really the offers on both sides. All 3 offers on both sides are not doing too well.
The Rifles playground, it seems. This is a crucial gun round. Either Chaos securing overtime and at least giving them a little bit of room to breathe, or FURIA tying it up in the 28th. But Janji, he gets his first kill here towards ramp. Voltage besting the opposite Opper. And you just mentioned how it was the ops struggling. So what a crucial way for them to get this 5v3. Can they keep it under wraps, though? It seems like Henny's going to come in towards lobby, trying to catch one off the back line. I love that Chaos just falls silent right now.
How aggressive will Henny get from within the hut? He doesn't want to overplay his hand, of course, but he honestly doesn't have much to lose. There's this, there's match point looming.
Very cool.
For Chaos. They want to make, oh my God, Steel. He was just clearing that.
Mm-hmm. Timing gets the best of him, but Chaos in the meantime, they've set up a pretty cool play here. Janji with such little HP has actually been boosted inside of ramp room, so he just serves as the flank hold. And if Steel had been able to come down from secret, then they would have pinched B from both directions, but at least the remaining members, other than that anchors, all go down to plant.
They're saving. FURIA are saving. They're not even going to attempt the 3v4. Janji is sitting there. Where is Janji? Is he in ramp?
Janji's on
boosted?
top of the boost box. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, they're using. It's cool. Janji is like also hybrid kind of entry and lurking all at the same time. Pretty cool stuff. But yeah, they forego this round to look for OT in a very smart way. Definitely would have lost a player to Janji trying to rotate into ramp. Henny was in no position to get lower, having to go vent as the fastest route, but with an op. The hunt is on.
Whoa. Yuri's still standing. They lose Vinny, but Yuri gets the double. One of the 2 guns move forward, crucially so.
Yeah, definitely important kill there for Chaos. I think there's got to be one person who's sacrificing. Oh! It's Art with a Mag 7. Honestly, he missed, I think, a pretty easy shot on the ramp to trade out K-Serrata when Janji ran out wide. and then peeked into the Opera after that, after he had made an audible and then died. So maybe not the best game for him to be opting.
Oh, they line them up and mow them down. Vinny coming in with 2 kills. Henny, hot shot over towards the hut. That's Chaos trying to oversimplify things, just charging into the gunfight to their demise. We go the distance. This is what everyone wants. A little 30-round bender here on Nuke. A glorious comeback attempt from Chaos, but they're going to have to close this in the 30th or try and weather the storm in OT.
Yeah,
Buyback even on each side.
Honestly, you see, like, Chaos is obviously playing a lot like FURIA in a good way. It's actually working. The same pressure they're applying to ramp, they're getting away with those plays. They're putting a lot of pressure upstairs with Zeppa. It was working. They're actually trying the same thing again, pushing upstairs fast.
Oh, and it's not working out whatsoever. 4 kills already against them. I mean, just as flat as the last round. You've got to respect the audacity of trying the same thing twice. But in the end, it doesn't look too good for Chaos. Excellently done there by FURIA to hold. We move to OT.
Yeah, I guess I wouldn't want it any other way at this point. Literally want to see as many rounds of this as possible. And I feel like, as you're bringing up about Chaos versus Liquid, you know, they have been good at adapting live. And probably because of Vanity, because of Steel, whoever the minds are on the team that are speaking. And that allows them to get back into it late. But FURIA seemed to also be keen on adapting. Vinny heard some footsteps, but I think it was smart not to overextend in that moment. Steel getting taken out by Art. This is the first time in a long time that Art isn't the first person to die when he takes a duel.
Voltage trades one though, so right into the 4v4. Wow.
Ooh.
Up close versus Vinny. That's a huge kill to get. He tries to even go one better there, getting to the second door on Hut, but he slows this down and thinks better of it. Art creeping and crawling, sees the hands of Jonji, swipes him away. Back into the even 3v3.
See if Art has a glow up now into OT. Already having, like, seriously a more impactful round than I can remember in this half. In the first half, it felt like he did have impact despite dying, but now, I mean, the digits are just working against him. Vanity holding down Vent.
Yeah.
Huh.
Hanging out in there.
How did he get there?
Meanwhile, Yuri and Voltage so close. But honestly, let's just take a second. I mean, now that we're in OT, we can kind of breathe again. What a really jarring change of tempo that was. You know, I felt like we were here to paint the picture of the comeback journey Chaos had to have. Now, Vanity, he's going to take back control of the situation by killing a player on the vent. This is going to call the bomb over towards ramp, but if they can't get past Case Dorado, then there's not going to be a plan. Zeppa, oh, he's dropped it. 15 seconds left over, and if Vanity can't kill Yuri, it's done. He's just beneath him. The duel's gonna happen. The fight's gonna unfold. Vanity ready for the peak, and Yuri's dead. 6 seconds left, and he makes it happen. 30 frags like for Vanity.
Fiddle. Yeah, true. Nails a 30 on that one. Plays him like a fiddle. He stood up there and knew what he would do. And Yuri decided to wait him out as he pushed to the right. Instead, just stood there with 7 seconds left over. And Yuri has no choice but to respond because he's not giving him any more audibles. That's so cool.
Wild scenes. Crazy to think that starts to unfold because the vent flank had a player just sitting on the ladder, primed for the taking, ripe for the picking. Now there's a player up on top of garage roof. He gets flustered out of his position, and Steel picks up the frag versus Art. That was the man who had to drop off. Yuri's looking to hang on to the outer yard while Henny gets the op shot versus Vanity. I do like that FURIA, after losing the man advantage, just start fishing for a response, and they find one. Vinny's gonna look for another. Jonji just inside of the cover, but no, he's a dead man. Runs right into it. Henny gonna miss the op shot. The third one's the charm. Steel's able to trade. Vinny comes out from smoke and puts a nail in the coffin. 3 survivors for FURIA, 16 rounds apiece.
Yeah, Vinny crosses the 30 mark as well and brutalizes them. Catching Jonji off, he's got to be so pissed off. Exactly, you know, what Jonji was waiting for in that position, to try to catch someone late, and ends up being the caught, trying to come into Mini to help with their upstairs execute. And of course, Vinny appears. Nice from Henny to miss a shot and then pick up those next 2, I think.
He's really good at that. His recovery on the sniper is top tier.
Whoa, what happens here? He can hear all this, so they can vent drop. Oh, whoa.
Art, tunnel visioned. Didn't expect Vanity in the closest of the cubbies, but Caserado cuts down the first, nearly catching Zeppa as well. That's just a case of AK greater than M4. Vanity looks to lock down ramp, and it's Yuri next at bat, but Voltage scoped up already. 4 versus 2. This is the last round of regulation of overtime T side.
Oh, this might be a free kill. The smoke comes up.
He's gonna wait inside, and Henny drops down into the vent. So the last 2 members of FURIA very much separate. Vanity looked like he was gonna get caught sleeping at the wheel. Back under control. No reason to save. Henny's gonna have to make the play. A 1v4 with the op and the bomb halfway gone. This is looking good for Chaos. 2 of the 3 rounds on their T side picked back up, but that's not where they ever had a problem. Their issue was in that 5-10 CT side that started off this second map. It looked like they were done for, but they've still got some life. It needed OT, but they're still alive and kicking.
Yeah, the Vanity, dude, he's so smart. He's picking all the right fights right now. Great angles there, catching Art off guard constantly. Yeah, he's not stopping. He's not stopping. A great 2 rounds to get in that OT, all things considered. That first round could have definitely gone either way. That 1v1 he had to win versus Yuri.
It's going to be a scary gamble to take big risks. Little margin of error for FURIA to try to work with. Jonji, he's going to lose 80% of his health on the very first fight. Caserado already inside of the vent. Steel never saw it coming. FURIA wastes no time when it comes to taking map control. If you give them an inch, they'll create a mile. Oh, but Zeppa's going to try to slip through this. They're more than 1 player coming in for the lobby control. And that's the bomb carrier who's about to walk in from T-spawn. Vinny, he's ready for it. Executes Zeppa with a single shell.
Oh, the ladder meetup. They're going to the top of the same tower. Oh my God. And he somehow just didn't stand a chance, silently going up the ladder there. Wow. Excavating their own lobby. They're so careful because they know how many holes they constantly leave.
You're spot on. It's like what I love about FURIA is even if they take risks by leaving holes, like you said, they're always aware of it. And then you'll see them when they come into these slowing down, you know, the moments that they have to slow down and like minimize mistakes. They never lose track of what they have or have not cleared.
I've got a quote for this.
Yeah, hit me.
With FURIA, you cannot buy map control. You can only rent it.
Ooh, I like that. Give me another one.
You can get evicted at any time. Because they own the land.
Yeah. You think you have rights when playing FURIA, but you don't. There are no human conditions versus this level of aggression.
And there it is. Yeah, I mean, he's hanging out buying guns, waiting for someone to push another spawn. It's like they've secretly incentivized them into doing something like that. And so, yeah, they're just, I guess, you know, you get them, you pull them into the mud as Art says, and then they're playing a game that you understand better than anyone else. You've had the most time practicing it, so hard to catch them off guard. But still, the only reason we're on OT is because Chaos have definitely figured out a lot of stuff versus FURIA, and I think are not playing how they normally would, but it's still just an enhanced version of themselves. They still seem and appear to be comfortable.
I am very much seeing a world though where FURIA can skate away with 3 T rounds because they're getting this outside control for free.
And event drop. Oh my, no Voltage pushing in too.
God, that's dangerous, and he knows it.
Look,
he's gonna go ahead and smoke off control. You can only scope in towards Decon. His shot faded out, and nobody's actually moved their feet forward. This is one of those situations where, sure, we could have FURIA follow through to the B site, but you also can't over-rotate because there's a world where they double back. They have so much time to still just play with this. You know? They're aerating the moment. And that actually gives Voltage a chance to shine. This could be big. It's the first team to 18 to secure the double OT. Voltage doing a great job after being initially pushed off and having no impact. Now him and Vanity with the double sniper setup just prying through these ramp doors, keeping Henny pinned into position, but he boxes his way out. And as long as he can hold them at bay, then K-Serrato and Yuri can just lock down this line of fire. 3 smoke grenades, 2 flashbangs for Chaos, and the bomb's already halfway gone. They have to make this retake happen. And it comes in with Jonji. He gets 1 kill, Yuri tagged, Henny dead, 14 HP. Somebody's gonna have to start the defuse. Zeppa's a little short on it. It goes down to the wire, but Chaos are still gonna take it.
Woo,
Double
just
OT
barely.
at least.
At least, yeah, they secure the golden one. There is for some reason an issue where they had the double Molotovs on site, but the bomb didn't get planted. Why didn't they cross up the plant when they had push Voltage out of that position? They had Molotovs on both sides. He had no chance to peek, and then he gets a kill on Arc because they're trying to escort the bomb in late after the nades have been used. They seemed hesitant there for a second, and it cost them.
Yeah, a little
2 kills in fact.
disjointedness. But they are still going to run outdoors. Jonji 100% should have heard that. But still, Art, he's gotten around through Mini. This is going to compromise the A site. Zeppa able to shut it down. He's got 3 players on the other side of that smoke. Doesn't quite know the numbers. Oh, and Vanity inside of the vents takes down 2. This is Chaos. 2 frags away from keeping the dream alive. They have 2 options. Finish today or top this group by beating FURIA in the reverse sweep. And because this moment is crucial, everybody just lets it breathe. Vinny's behind the vent. Zeppa's gonna walk into this. Vinny ready, gets the kill. Only now a 1-man disadvantage, and they have a minute on the clock. Bombs in their possession. They could play shoulder to shoulder and just try to rock Chaos's world. Jonji wants to get eyes on the cross to the bomb site. He could call for the peek from Voltage, but now Jonji, I mean, he is pinned into this corner, and Henny, oh, if he didn't have that bomb, could have wide swung on the kill. Looks like they're going to give up the post plant. Molotov to disrupt them. Voltage comes wide. It's cut down after just the first. Henny burning down to 36. Jonji still in the corner, and Chaos pull it off. Map 2 in their back pocket, and another chance at creating an ungodly upset in a group they have no business winning games. They have Team Liquid's scalp in one hand, and they are an overpass map away from holding Furia's 2. It is not over yet. Ladies and gentlemen, do not miss this 3rd map. Chaos shooting for the stars.